What's up, travelers? Today I'm reviewing a brand new airline in a largely unexplored country for me. Qantas, the spirit of Australia. I think I was high from my heavenly day in Perth when I shot this video because I seem a little bit out of it, but I do have a valuable takeaway about Qantas in this video. I'll be guiding you all through the full mileage redemptions process for this flight toward the end of the video since it's a great deal. The points are easy to earn and award space is plentiful. As far as English-speaking countries and their national carriers, Qantas is generally quite well esteemed. To me, it's very exciting to see what sets Qantas apart, what makes them special, and what makes people like them so much. So that's what we're going to see on this domestic A330 flight today to Melbourne. The suspense is building. Welcome aboard Qantas' beautiful A330 business class with boarding music and all. All right. Oscar, say hello. Welcome aboard. Seat 4K on Qantas A330 200. So guys, waiting at the seat, we have this super luscious white pillow and quite a thick packaged blanket. Honestly, this is nicer than what you'll get on some airlines on a super long haul flight, so I'm really impressed we're getting this on a 3-hour domestic flight. Let's put that down there for now. Then also, waiting to the side, we have our menu, which we might as well have a look at straight away. Look at the good stuff. And here you go. Here are the different meal options on today's flight. So right in front of us we have the entertainment system, which looks like it has a built-in webcam, which is kind of creepy. Look at that a little more in a second. And then here on the left side we have a remote and a mirror. We also have a USB charging port, really conveniently located by the surface. Also all our seat controls, which are very easy, but they don't interfere with us because many airlines will put them here and then you put your arm down and you're suddenly adjusting your seat. So this is a very nice position to have these in. And then we have some storage up here, so I put in my passport and whatever else I'll need, as well as a reading light, bottle holder, and our nice over-ear headphones, which also look quite comfortable. There's this cabin in the front with 5 rows, but then there's one behind the second door with just 1 row, which looks super private, and I wish I would have sat there because that would have been the perfect place to vlog and stuff. So I think it's like row 6 or 7, that's where you're going to want to sit because super private. Although people are walking through during boarding, during the flight, you'll be undisturbed. Let's have a look at the in-flight entertainment system. I'm gonna try to find something good to watch on this flight. Wow, really nice system. Good job, Qantas. Also, one more little note is that this is C4K, so the even numbered seats are the ones that are super private. Like you can see, I can't see anyone else undisturbed. And starting the flight with some Qantas strawberry and guava juice. Wow, so good. So Qantas has fast and free internet. That's pretty cool. Let's see how it works. Google. Oh, okay, so it's decently fast as well. So here's something I really like about this seat, that this foot area when you go into bed mode is actually quite big. So let's check out the bed. So guys, here we have a look at the seat in bed mode. It looks quite stylish, quite comfortable. You can see what the space is like down there, although it's very dirty here in the cracks, so I guess the aircraft is being utilized quite heavily, but yeah, really nice lie flat seat here. Let me give it a try. The bed feels really nice. It's quite wide, super private. The leg area is quite generous, as I said, so honestly, a really, really good seat for an overnight flight. See? So much privacy. Love it. And one more thing to note is that Qantas has individual air vents on the A330, which is really nice. So guys, we are starting the meal service with some cold pressed orange juice, which looks quite delicious, and some salted almonds. Enjoying the sunset out of the window. Alright guys, the dinner service has started. Here we have some dolma, some kind of bean salad and vegetables, as well as a little salad with sourdough bread. And we also get some vinaigrette and some soy milk. So this is what we're having for dinner. It's very nice that it's not served on a tray, although it's taken over an hour for this service to start. And you guys, here we go, the main course, which looks super delicious, to be honest. It looks very creative, although the presentation isn't the most luxurious. It just looks really delicious, really wholesome. It looks like we have beans, corn, some kind of curry flavors coming up, and pumpkins, so really nice. But I just have to show you how tiny this dish is. Look, here's my phone. So the dish is literally the same size or smaller than my phone, which, I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is like maybe a third of what I'd usually have at home for dinner. But anyway, hopefully it's good. Really good. Alright, and finally it's time for dessert. And they have this awesome looking dessert that they loaded specially for people who order non-dairy meals. So check this out. It's like a caramel chocolate tart. Looks really awesome, and yes, good job Qantas. Alright, okay, so we made it to Melbourne, I have to pronounce it right. And how was the flight? My first ever flight with Qantas. Honestly, I was really, really happy with it. I felt like the food, although the quantities were small, it tasted really good. The entertainment system was great. The service was pretty much what I expected. Nice, but quite casual. And overall, yeah, just a fun experience. So let's ask Oscar, what did you think?
I thought it was really good. I actually did. I was really impressed.
Yeah, I know. I think he liked the dessert.
You put my expectations pretty low, so.
I always like putting expectations low. But no, seriously, it's a great product. The seat is really nice, so even for a long flight, I'd be really happy to fly it. So having had a little more time to reflect on what I thought about this flight, I'm even more impressed than I was when I just left it. As you saw, although the food portions were small, the food was so delicious, among the best I've ever had on a plane in any cabin, and this was on a 3-hour Qantas domestic flight. The seat is fantastic, it's not tight, it's super comfortable, there's loads of storage, it's great for sleeping, and although I said the crew was very casual, I think I was so into like the Asian airline mindset because I'd been in Asia for months when I shot this. And honestly, I do think that the crew was really impressive as well. So overall, Qantas gets huge accolades from me, and I really wish I could fly them again sometime soon. Luckily, I have a Qantas first class review coming up in just a few weeks. Here's the full breakdown of how I booked this. Revenue fares one way between Melbourne and Perth are ridiculously expensive. Qantas usually charges well over $1,000 for a one-way flight, sometimes as much as 1,600 or more. So this is an example of a route that is perfect for point redemption, since 1 point can get you up to 8 cents in value. If you're earning 2 points per dollar spent on purchases, that's 16 cents in this context. In other words, that's like getting 16% cash back on your purchases if you make this redemption. To book, I recommend using British Airways Avios, which are extremely easy to come by, either by flying One World Airlines or by transferring from credit cards. More on that in a second. Given that the flight falls within a lower distance bracket, British Airways charges just 20,000 miles each way for this otherwise expensive flight with minimal taxes. There's usually great access to award space on this route, so it won't be hard to book several seats on the same flight. It's also super easy since it can all be done online. I earned my British Airways Avios primarily through American Express credit cards in Sweden and the US. I made a whole video about using these points, which I'll link in the description. It's really my #1 points currency. Currently, there's an exclusive offer. This is not sponsored, just my genuine recommendation. If you apply for the American Express Gold Card via referral in the US, you can get exclusively 40,000 points as a sign-up bonus rather than the publicly available 25,000. I also get a small bonus if you use my link, so it's a win-win. Those points are enough for a round-trip ticket on this route, or even, if you prefer something else, a Qatar business class ticket, which I've spoken about how to redeem for in a few other videos. In Sweden, I also recommend the Amex Gold Swedish edition, which has a generous sign-up bonus of around 10,000 BA points, and you can rack up points super fast through spend, so you'll have enough for this flight in no time. I hope you all enjoyed my first ever review of Qantas. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you've flown Qantas and how your experience was. And until I see you all next time, fly safe.